Can't see you.
I know, hold on. All right. So we're now broadcasting on Facebook. Hello, everybody. And I just want to say hello to Tracy and Stacy, who are going to be the demos for today, who've courageously offered themselves up to do a tabletop constellation, a business tabletop constellation specifically. And each one is going to be probably around 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. So you're kind of getting a half a session. I usually do them in an hour, but I wanted to do as many people as I can. And but a lot can happen in that amount of time, in 30 minutes. So you're gonna get something today. But all I need from you both is an intention. All right. So the clearer the intention for me, the snappy way we can get into it, and I can start having you set up your constellation. So I just want to make sure that you have a clear surface to work on. Right. I know Tracy does.
I do.
Okay, great. Okay. So it needs to be clear of any clutter. All right. And then I'm going to be able to need to see it. All right. When we start doing it. And you're going to pull objects from your environment, and it can be anything as long as they're small enough to be on your table. They don't have to be tiny, but you want you don't want like an enormous object that's going to take up the whole space, right? Because you're going to probably put several things on there. And but you know, they can be like an eraser, a bottle, a small bottle, a paper clip, I don't know, you know, just things that you have around, right? Or a gemstone or some kind of tchotchke thing or whatever. And yeah, so I'm focusing on business today. One of the reasons why I want to do business is because it tends to be a little less emotional, whereas the family constellations can get really intense sometimes. And I don't know if that's appropriate for live, you know. But in saying that, sometimes the business goes to family, all right? Not always, but sometimes it does. But I just want to say this to both of you. If at all during your constellation it gets too much and you want to stop, like that's totally fine with me, okay? So you call the shots. If it's just getting too much for you, say, I want to stop. And I totally will respect that, okay? Because it is public and hopefully people are watching. Right now, we're in our own sort of secular space on Zoom, right? So I'm not seeing any comments or anything like that. It's a one-woman show here. I don't have a technician or anything. So I'm just looking at Tracy and Stacy, and I'm going to focus on you. So let's start. So who feels ready to go first? I'm sort of tending towards Tracy because you're set up, and Stacy's never done this before. You've done constellations though, right, Stacy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, but you haven't done it. Right, Stacy?
See you. Is that okay?
Your internet is not good either. I can't. Okay. So say it again.
Yeah. You know I can't see you, right?
Why can't you see me?
I don't care if I can hear you, so I guess that's good enough.
How come you can't see me though?
You can't see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter if I can't see you, I guess.
Well, it's better if you can.
Yeah. Well, Tracy, can you see Sarah?
I can see her. Yeah.
Oh, now I can see you.
Yeah, you were on the wrong screen, probably. There's different screens. So we're there. You just didn't have the right screen up, probably, or the window. But that's good. Okay, so now you see it. Okay, so Stacey, I'm gonna have you go on mute. Actually, I can do it from here. So that we have less background noise. And Stacey, you're just gonna watch if that's okay. Nod your head if that's okay. And then when I'm done with Tracy, we're gonna go to you. And if Tracy wants to stay on, you're welcome to, or if you want to jump off, it's fine too. All right. Okay, so here we go. I did like a little bit of Santa Paolo as a little prep, but because I am treating this like a real session in a sacred way, and I always take it seriously, this work seriously, even though I kind of smile a lot and laugh a bit, but I take it very seriously. So in saying that, what's your intention, Tracy?
So it might be a little long, and if I need to distill it down, I can, but it's I gently and mindfully release any blocks so I can envision and manifest a prosperous livelihood that utilizes my unique skills and gifts in a sustainable manner.
Okay. So without reading from a script, all right, if that's okay.
You could tell.
And hold on, I'm gonna pin you. There we go. All right. So I heard removing blocks, and I heard sustainable manner. I didn't really hear the rest.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But if you were to tell me what your intention is. So what I heard is that you want to remove blocks that are preventing you from a career. Is it a career or a business?
They're preventing me from actually even sharing what I do.
What do you do?
I do energy work. I do energy work and meditations.
Okay. And do you do that as a full-time practice?
No, it's totally new. Coming off of doing like polarity and massage therapy. And then I went into a whole other realm of teaching. And then I did craft services. So it's kind of picking up something that I felt really called to do. And but in a different way. It's all energy, not physical.
Okay. So I'm familiar with polarity because I also studied polarity years ago.
I know that you know my polarity people.
Yeah.
That's how I heard about you.
Oh,
Gary.
Oh, great. Okay. Great. So you have a background in polarity, you have a background in massage, and then you did craft services. Is that what?
Yeah, worked on commercial sets doing magnificent gourmet meals.
Okay. And now you're coming out of that and you want to get back to the energy healing work.
Yeah, after the last couple of years, I really I want to slow down and I want to sink more into my heart and share that.
Okay. And you feel like by sinking into your heart, the work is the energy healing?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So when you talked about sustainable, is that what you meant? Tell me what you mean about sustainable.
Meaning that it's a way that doesn't it's reciprocal. I guess it's sustainable so that it supports my family and I, but it also doesn't wear me out because the other things I've done have been very draining.
Okay, so you want a career that's reciprocal, that it doesn't drain you like you've been drained in the past.
I want it to flow with ease.
Okay, so what does flow with ease look like to you?
I see a beautiful creek surrounded by trees and no obstructions. There's some stones, but there's a really clear path in the stream.
Okay, so what does it look like literally in your business? Like,
it looks like the people that want to work with me, we just find each other easily, and that I'm able to share this work and feel confident. You know, I have a lot of resistance to sharing it, a lot of the who do you think you are?
Okay, who do you think you are, Tracy?
Who do I think I am?
I'm asking you.
I'm a woman,
Yeah.
and I'm a witch and a mother and a gardener, and I do healing work.
All
And
right.
it's not that capital healing work. It's really work that see that, and this is where one of the blocks is trying to explain it and how to share it. I'm not doing anything. I'm following energy. So I'm really just holding space for the energy of the person to flow and be guided by that.
But in practical terms, you have a table, a massage table, right? Are you working on a table?
No, I'm doing it all. There's no hands-on. I've done it on Zoom and I've done it in person. I've done it on walks. It really looks like a conversation.
Okay.
And it goes really deep, really fast. And it's basic, it's energy work where there's no, it's questions and conversation, and it flows really beautifully.
Okay. So you've been doing these sessions already?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been getting paid?
Not yet. I've been gifting them to people right now.
Okay. Okay. Just like formulate it and see how it's working, get feedback, stuff like that. Okay.
Friends, family, other students, strangers.
And you're getting a good response?
Really, really good response.
Okay. So that's kind of what's motivating you to put your banner out?
Yeah.
What's
And
the
I
name of
love
your-
doing it. It's all about connecting, and I love doing it.
What's the name of your business?
I don't have one yet.
You don't have a name for your
I
business.
don't. I've been calling the work, I've been saying what I do is like, it's energy flow. I'm an energy flow guide. But there is no name yet.
Are you gonna have a name?
I will, I'm sure, eventually.
Okay, because you mentioned earlier like that you want people just to find you effortlessly or something, right?
Yes.
But if you don't have a name, or I don't know how they would find you, unless it's referral.
100%. Right now, I've just been reaching out to people I know, or just having a conversation with someone that I meet. It's in the very baby stages.
Okay, so how can I help you?
I want to find a way to step into comfort around sharing it. That's where the block is. As soon, like when I'm in the session, it flows and there's no blocking. It's just me and the person and their energy.
Okay.
I try to share the work. So it's really a blockage around sharing it. That's what it is.
Okay, so it's a blockage around sharing the work.
Yeah. I get very tripped up with the words.
All right. All right. So let's do this. Let's have you pick an object for you. So you're going to pick something in your environment, and then you're going to place it on your table top.
And do you want me to flip now to the tabletop view?
Yeah, let's do that. Thank you.
It's a little.
Okay, it's a little out of focus, but it's okay. It'll probably focus a bit. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, the camera is a little out of focus, but let's do another one for your healing work that you want to share with people, that flows so easily when you do the work with people. Like, what would you call that? What should we call that? Let's just say your business, right? Like your new
business, but it could also be like the resistance.
Right, but we're going to have something else for that resistance.
Okay, so this is actually something that looks like what I do, or has the
feeling. Work that you do, right? That you want to share with people, that flows so easily when you work with people, right? When you actually do it with people. So like your healing work, yeah, the work that you're, okay. Oh, that's better. That's now it's in focus. That's so much better. Okay. And let's pick something for the resistance. The resistance or the block that you mentioned, yeah?
I might have to get up for this one. Let me go check. The block feels so huge compared to the other ones. It's
Okay,
like a
good.
boulder.
All right. Is that where, so that's where you're placing it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is huge
You know,
compared to the others. Yeah, go ahead.
it almost feels like it should be here because it's in the way of me sharing. And it, like, I
Right.
noticed there's a shadow.
Yeah, I noticed that right away. So yeah, shadow from the block, which is enormous in
So big.
perspective, in relationship to the you, which is the smallest on the board, right? On the table.
You know,
And
it's fun. I had another piece that was calling for me to use that's a little bit bigger and a little more clear.
it's up to you. Like what feels right? I mean,
God, I'm looking at that and the tiny little heart just looks so small. I mean, I guess that's exactly perfect because that is how I feel when this block shadows me that way.
let's stay with this for a bit,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you can change it out if you want to, right?
Yeah.
Because it's really showing the situation right now, correct?
Well, it's amazing to sit in kind of the really clear visual uncomfortability of it. Because I was like, oh, quick, change it, because that's not me. And I was like, no, that's totally how I feel. This teeny little heart.
Is that what it is? It's a heart.
Yeah, it's a little blue heart.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, yeah. Got it. Okay. So this little blue heart that's representing you is being overshadowed by this, is in the shadow of this big black ball, like rock. What is it, a rock?
They're called like a Moki marble, and it's basically like sand that's been filtered and filtered for centuries. And it's got some iron in it. So it's pretty big. And I'm also noticing that the work is not in the shadow at all.
The work is not in the shadow, but it's not visible to you. And the work is not visible. You're not visible to the work, and the work
Yeah.
is not visible to you, right? Because
I
of
love it. It's just so clear, you know.
what's clear, the situation.
And I've seen the situation, but then just the pieces and the way that they're fitting, it just becomes like, wow, no wonder. You know, no wonder I don't have a name or I can't share it.
It's so if they were facing somewhere, like where are they looking? So where are you looking? Let's start with you.
They're right in front of me. I mean, I can
No,
only
no. The object itself, where is it looking? Do you understand? If it had eyes or an orientation, where is it facing?
You mean physically right now?
Mhm.
It's facing my closet.
I don't know where your closet is. Like, put your finger to where it's pointing.
My closet is right there.
Okay.
Or
So,
I'm sitting right in front. So it doesn't feel like it's facing away from me. So it's looking at me. It's looking at me.
okay. So it's facing your direction.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. And where is the big block looking?
Right at my heart. Right. It's actually feels like I can feel it just sitting right in my heart.
So it's directly looking at you.
Yeah.
The heart. We're not talking about you in person. We're talking about the representative for you, correct?
Okay. So it's looking away from me then. It's not it's
Okay.
looking straight forward.
From now on, don't refer to yourself in person.
Okay.
Like we're talking about you on the board.
Okay. So
where is it looking?
it's looking forward and I'm to the side.
Got it. All right. So it's actually looking in the same direction you're looking.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Now the work, where is that looking?
The work is looking at the block. And what's interesting, I'm actually not facing. Hold on, I just got confused. I keep getting mixed up with my physical self and the objects that are on the table. So,
Yeah, we're focusing on the objects on the table.
so
You're
the
just
block
the
is
observer,
looking
yeah.
away from me. The block is looking away from me.
So you see that pinnacle on the shell? Is that where it's looking? Or is it looking in
No,
that direction?
it's looking
Can you put your
forward
finger to where it's looking?
that way.
Oh,
Forward.
okay, good. So they're
Okay.
all looking in the same direction.
You know what I just realized though? They're not. So the block is looking forward.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the block, and my work is looking at the block, but trying to find me, if that makes sense.
got it. All right.
Like the energy is going around. It's blocked, but I can feel it looking around, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Trying
So
to find me.
try
Yeah.
what the work is trying to find you?
Trying to find me. Yeah. Trying to say, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Right. So the work is trying to find you. You're trying to find the work, but the block is in the middle and it's facing forward. looking-
Correct.
All right. How does that feel to you right now?
It feels a little heavy. It feels a little heavy and hopeful at the same time.
Heavy and hopeful at the same
Yeah,
time.
because all I can see is the block. The block isn't even looking at me, but my work is really looking for me. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's how this work has felt. It just came naturally. It really feels like the work found me. I didn't go looking for it.
All right. Okay. So let's put your finger on the block. Just place your finger on the block gently. And then just take a few breaths. And I'm just going to drop into the role of that, whatever that is. All right. So how do you feel when you put your finger there, when you connect with the block? How do you feel?
It feels solid and a
Okay.
little cold.
Okay. Any emotion there? Any feelings?
I can feel it in my throat. It feels a little, it's a little blank, honestly. I don't have a lot of feeling attached to it. It feels maybe numb. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay. Okay. So does it feel like a concept or a person?
Concept.
That's what it feels like to me too. Yeah. the way you
Total
described it.
concept. Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't have
Everybody
a feeling,
and
right?
everybody in my life is like, this is you, do this. But it's this, yeah.
So it's a concept.
Very
And
much.
what you're saying now is that it could be your concept.
Oh yeah, it's something that I made up about myself or about this work.
Do you know what that is?
Well, I guess there's that, who do I think I am?
Like kind of, yeah. Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are to, guide people to their energy and their heart path? Who do you think you are?
Okay. Let's bring in the clients,
Okay.
the ones that you're going to help.
How many?
Just one to represent all the clients.
And do I just get to place it anywhere?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I place them next to me? Do I place them next to the work?
Check it out. Just see how you feel in your body, right? As you place it, just see how it feels and find the place that feels at ease in your body.
That doesn't feel right.
And think about where it's looking, right? Like, where is it pointing to? Where's that pointing to? Where's
So
it pointing?
the client is standing in front of the obstacle,
Yeah.
but it's almost as if both eyes are on me and the work, not on the obstacle.
So the eyes are kind of going like that.
They're split. It's a split focus. And when I said that,
Yeah.
I felt like I wanted to move the client closer to the work.
Do it. Move wherever you want to go, Tracy. Like,
That
okay.
feels better.
Okay. Okay.
That's better.
So you've got the clients now is really connected to the work, like
Yeah.
touching the work.
Yeah.
All right. But you're not in sight anymore, right?
Right. I'm like, part of me just kind of wants to roll that boulder back a little bit.
Whatever you want to do, you can reorganize this. I was going to say that next. If you want to reorganize this whole thing,
I was like, why am I letting it sit so close? Why is that so close? That feels better.
yeah. So where are you looking now?
I'm looking at the I'm looking at the energy, I'm looking at the work, and I'm also looking at the client. So it's a double focus. I can see and feel them both because I watch people's faces and body movements when I'm doing the work, and I also start to see energy. So I'm
Okay, got it, got it. And then where are the clients looking?
inside.
Inside what?
They're
Where?
looking inside themselves. Their eyes are not focused on anything outside.
So they're not looking at you or the work?
In the very beginning, we look at each other, but generally people end up with their
Right
eyes
now on the tabletop. That's what I'm talking about, Tracy.
right now looking
Yeah.
at me. Looking at
They're
me.
looking at you. What? Looking at you?
Yes, looking at me.
Okay. Okay, got it. So the work is looking at you, the clients are looking at you, and you are looking at the clients and the work, correct?
I'm looking at the clients and the work,
Yeah.
which I'm imagining for me, it's the energy.
Yeah.
The energy is looking at the client. The client is looking at me. So it's a little bit of like a circle.
Oh, okay. 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 How does it feel?
I feel a little, I got a little bit excited,
Mm-hmm.
but not in kind of an anxious, excited way, just in a like this, it felt really fluid. It felt like that stream, it felt fluid. It was flowing.
Good.
When I look at the energy and that and the work faces the client looks at me, it feels, it's almost like when I'm saying it, instead of me looking for the clients, I just need to look more at the energy and let the energy of the work explain what this is instead of me with my human mouth trying to do it.
Okay. Okay. Let's bring in the sustainability, the money.
Can that one be two things? Or do you
Mm,
want just to be one?
yeah, just one thing.
Okay.
What made you want to bring in two?
I have two things. One piece really wants to get in there, but I don't think it's the money.
What is it?
It's a big, like,
Okay, but you don't think that represents money?
I don't think that's the sustainability. Like, I just keep seeing this sparkly little.
Okay, bring it in.
It
Okay.
almost feels like a beacon.
Okay. And where
It
is
throws
that
off a
looking?
lot of light. Pardon?
Where is that looking?
It's looking at everything. It's kind of like looking at all three. The client, it's looking at me, and it's looking at the work.
Okay. How do you feel when you look at that?
I'm not sure. Again, just kind of like I got this weird, like a haze, like a little bit of a numb, like a check out a little bit.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yes, please.
It just feels like a bit of a disconnect
Yeah,
because is that, sorry, go ahead.
that's exactly, yeah.
It feels a little disconnect because it's like the work is looking at the client is looking at the work. Is that right?
I have to start it with my piece, I think.
Okay, start with
I'm looking at the work.
yes.
The work is looking at the client, and the
Yes.
client is looking at me.
Okay, got it. Like a circle.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have the money that you're going to make from all this, right? From your
Mhm.
business is looking at everything, but there's nothing looking at the money.
Ah.
Right. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like, even though the money is really big and it's beautiful and it's jagged and crystal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like there's a place for it. I mean, the way that you placed it.
So I almost, because I really feel like I don't want to focus too much on the money, though I do need to, contribute to my household. So is it possible for like all things to take in at once?
What
Like,
do you mean?
well, like I'm not looking at the money, but I can feel the money there. I'm still looking at the work.
Right. Right. And you are the smallest on the board.
I am. And I also noticed that obstacle is right behind the money.
Yeah.
It's far away, but it's right behind that sustainability piece.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to finish this up soon.
Okay.
All right. But what I'm seeing is that the block and the money have a connection.
Yeah, 100%
Right.
resonates.
Yeah. And the clients and the work have like you, the client and the work seem connected.
Mm-hmm.
Connected. But as a business, right? There's a little disconnect.
100%.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay. So can you say to the client, I am worthy of receiving money, your money?
Yeah. You want me to say it right now?
Yeah, put your finger on you and say it to the client.
I am worthy of receiving your money.
Yeah. Put your finger on the client and just dropping into them. What's the response?
Yes. Here.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Here.
So it's reciprocal. It's
Very
valid.
much.
Your work
Yes.
is valid.
Yes. The work is very valid.
And it's worthy of you being paid.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to reorganize this now? As a final?
I almost feel really, well, I do. I feel very disconnected from that small heart. Like I put myself as
Yeah.
such a tiny piece. And then I'm like This
You
was
wanted
the
to
original, this was what I originally wanted to put as myself.
bring
And
it
I
in.
felt like it was too big. That's too
Okay.
big.
Is it too big now, or do you want to bring it in?
No, it feels like that's right.
Okay, bring it in.
And do I leave the other piece?
No, no, I take the other piece out. You're replacing it. Great.
You know, I almost want to take this little piece and put it with the obstacle.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, the little you that doesn't feel worthy of receiving.
Totally.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. And what's interesting is as soon as I did that, the obstacle, it got soft. It didn't feel so much like this big, scary boulder any longer.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're definitely more visible now.
Yeah. I'm like, hello, here I am. I do this thing. Don't you want to pay me for it? I really want to give this to you because I have given away so many sessions. And now I'm like, it's okay to ask for money for what I do. It's
I would
really
definitely, yeah, do like a donation or a barter and then start charging. Like,
Yeah.
but I would have a name for your business when you
okay.
start charging, so that
Okay.
you really are officially a business, you know.
Yeah.
That's just my suggestion, you know.
I love that suggestion. And it's interesting, as soon as, you know, I said that and you said a name, like I got teary. It wasn't in this like weepy tear. It was just this real, yeah, this is real. And I totally can do this. I do it all the time. I've been doing it my entire life.
You've been doing it your entire life.
Entire life. Yeah.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
Very
It's
cool.
about you going public and putting it out there.
Very
and,
cool.
And
Yeah.
naming it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you
All
so much, Tracy.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yeah,
Thank
you're welcome. And you can reorganize that on your own. You know, you
Okay.
can do it again, whatever you want to do, or take a picture of it. I usually have people take a snapshot of it,
Cool.
you know, so that you can see the ending.
Okay.
But, you know, you could play around with it too. It's up to you. All right.
Oops. I'm gonna flip over. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. And you're welcome to stay on, or if you want to leave, it's fine.
I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay to support the work with Stacy also.
Great. Okay, thanks. I'm going to bring Stacy on now. Hi, Stacy. Are you ready? You got to put your mic on.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
I had to come into this room because my battery was running low.
Okay. Do you have a place to put things?
I think so. I was going to bring it back in there. I've got 49%.
Okay. Have you got enough to do this?
Yeah, if I don't, okay, maybe I should bring everything in here.
Okay, because we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, hang on.
All right. So I'm just going to say that we just did Tracy's business constellation, and that was about starting a business, seeking money from what you're offering. And I find that's comes up a lot with people where there's a little jump or a leap that they need to make as far as like really starting to do a business, especially around something spiritual or energy healing, things like that. That tends to be a bit more difficult for people to receive money doing that. But plenty of people do. There's plenty of successful energy healers and people doing this work and making money and making enough money or more money, you know. And this, when you have your own business, it's up to you what you charge. There's no cap on what you can make, you know. It's your own business. So
I'm here.
sky's the limit. Okay, Tracy, are you ready now?
Yes. Do you want me to point it towards my guys?
when the time comes, yeah, go
Oh.
back to you. Go back to you. All right. So,
Okay.
all right. So what do you want to work on, Stacey?
My intention is very clear. I want to make, and it sounds, I want to make $100,000 this year on my art.
Great. So 2022, you want to make $100,000 coming in from your artwork. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you made that much yet?
No.
No.
It doesn't have to be from January, just in the next year from now.
Got it. All right. So like next April. Yeah.
Is that too specific?
No, it's brilliant. I love it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But I have a couple of questions.
All right.
Okay. You already selling your artwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years have you been selling your artwork?
10, 20. I mean, like selling it. I've been selling it since I was a little kid. But
Okay, great.
my whole life.
You've been selling your artwork since you're a little kid, and you're not a little kid anymore. You're like, yeah, I'm not, we don't have to ask your age, but you've been doing it for a long time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now you want to up your game. Like you want to earn more money from your paintings, right? Your artwork. Yeah. And it's specifically 100,000. Can you hear me? You froze.
Well, I could be sick if you'd like. Well, yeah. Hear me, Sarah?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you froze.
Okay. There's an art show that I want to enter, and the prize is $100,000. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So there's an art show that you want to enter, and the prize is, so do you want to make the money from that show, or do you want to make it from selling your work?
The show. I want to, I want to win that show.
Okay. Okay. So you want to win the show, and the prize money is 100,000.
Yeah.
When is the show?
This time next year.
Okay. So you don't want to sell your artwork for more and make 1,000 from your 100,000 from your selling your artwork?
That'll be next constellation. I just really want to win this show.
Okay. I mean, I just want to say that it's a little difficult for me to do a constellation. Hold on a minute. I want to tell you something. It's a little difficult for me to do a constellation around something that hasn't happened yet, that there's only going to be one winner. And I don't do that kind of work, right? Like,
okay.
That feels like kind of fortune telling or something like that. So I don't really work like that.
Okay, I get you.
Because it feels like, I can't guarantee that you're going to win that,
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's just expand my art to be selling more. And I'd like to just like to sell more art and maybe find somebody to help me promote it. Is that a good?
Yeah. So would that be an agent?
Yeah. Maybe a friend.
But essentially they'd be working for you, right?
Yeah, they would get like a commission on whatever I made.
Okay. So whether the agent is a friend or a professional agent, you're thinking that you need one.
Yeah, I do need one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So going back to your original intention of wanting to make 100,000 by this time next year through your art, right? Yeah. Like selling your art. Like essentially selling your art for more money than what you're selling it now. Is that right?
I have a little bit of a conflict there because I don't want to outprice people that can't afford it. So I do have a little conflict.
Okay. Yeah. It feels like you have a conflict there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just making art for people that don't have a lot of money?
How about maybe a little bit of both?
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
making art, maybe smaller pieces for people that don't have a lot of money and bigger pieces for people that do. I don't know. Something like that.
And then you always do prints. I know you do prints too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's pick something for you.
Okay, who am I? Okay, got it.
And put it on the desk, on the table.
Okay. Okay, that's me.
All
Should
right.
I point towards that?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah. What is it?
Okay.
Okay, I
I
see it
think
now.
it's a pelican, maybe.
A
Pelican?
pelican. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Place it. All right. So once you place it, you're placing it. I don't want you to
Oh,
keep
okay, stop.
moving it around and stuff like that because it's important to know where everything is placed. And it's important that you place it where it feels right.
Okay, I'm going to place it where it feels right.
Yeah.
Okay. There.
Okay, that's good. All right. Now I want you to place the $100,000 that you want to start making, right?
Okay.
What is that? I know, but what's it made of?
I think it's made out of glass.
Okay, so it's a glass prism.
Do you want me to show it to you better?
No, it's fine. I just need you to tell me what it is. Where is it looking?
It's looking at the pelican.
The pelican is looking at the $100,000 and the $100,000 is looking at the pelican, correct?
Yes, yes.
Great. Now bring in the your artwork that you're going to be selling.
Okay. And just put it somewhere it feels right.
Yes. All right. What is that?
It's perfume from Thailand.
It's perfume from Thailand. Where is it looking, Stacy? Up. Got it.
Yeah.
So the artwork's looking up. Okay. All right. So you're the pelican and you're looking at the money and the artwork is a perfume and it's looking up.
Yes.
How does it feel to you right now?
It feels like actually it feels pretty good.
Feels pretty good. Okay. Bring in the buyers.
Buyers?
Yeah, the people that are gonna buy your work, your artwork. Just bring one thing in.
Can you see it? Let me. It's a teddy bear.
All right.
Wow, they're big.
That's a big teddy bear. Yeah. So it's where's the teddy bear looking?
The teddy bear is looking at the art.
Hey, the teddy bear is looking at the art. The art is looking up. the pelican, which is you, is looking at the money. And the buyers, right, Sue? Is it in the line of vision?
Yeah, looking at the buyers too.
Okay. And how does it feel?
Fun, happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Put your finger on the art.
Okay. Finger on the art. I don't want to touch it right there because I think I'll block it. I'll put it right here.
Yeah, touch it there. Yeah. Okay, so it's looking.
Vibrating.
Go ahead.
It's vibrating with energy. Yeah, it's excited.
It's excited. Right.
Yeah.
That feels good. Yeah. And it's also like looking up, and it feels there's a connection to spirit there. I don't know, because I know that your artwork is like that too, right? Like it's very spiritual, your work, right?
Yeah, I can feel it in my fingers, like it's pulsating.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Can you reach the buyers? Can you put your finger on the buyers?
Just to take this one off.
Yeah, take your hand off that and then just put your hand on the fingers on the buyers. If you can. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And how does that feel?
Gosh. Welcoming.
Yeah, receptive.
Yeah, receptive and grateful.
Grateful. That's great.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, Trace, Stacy. This is really good for you to know. You need to know this. You need to know that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now put your finger on the money, on the 100,000. When you're ready.
It's on there.
Huh?
It feels.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I can't hear you.
Feels it feels slippery.
Slippery. Yeah. Well, like it's gonna slip through your fingers?
No, like it's very movable. Like it can move around a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of what money does, right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, it gets handed back and forth. It circulates, right?
Yeah. It doesn't feel slippery in a bad way.
No, I get that. I get that. That's great. So there's this slippery feel about it. Now put your finger on you as the pelican.
I got the same energy as the art.
Yeah. Like buzzing, vibrating.
It's pulsating and vibrating. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to recap everything. I'm just going to tell you what I see and what I heard. Like the buyers is really big. They're really receptive. They're looking at the art. The art is looking up, but it's buzzing and vibrating. It's like excited. And then the $100,000 is a prism, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because isn't that a pyramid on the money bills? But there's something that's yeah, like slippery, but in a good way. And you are looking at the money, and you're also looking at the buyers. And you're close, you're probably closest to the art, right? As far as proximity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And the art is like a perfume, has this, it's a beautiful bottle that has a perfume inside. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel with everything?
I love it.
Do you want to change anything? You don't have to. If you want to reorganize it in any way, you can, but you don't have to.
No, I feel good about it.
I know it feels so. I feel that you're totally capable of doing it, Stacy. Just keep your eyes on the money and the buyers.
And the customers.
The customers, exactly. As a goal, right? Like, I think it's really important for you to have a goal and know what you want. And you know what you want.
I do.
And, you know, whether people like when you get money for your art, you're going to be able to make more art. You're going to be able to reach, your art is going to reach more people, right? Whether it's going to be prints or the real art, you know, the buyers are huge. It's full of all different kinds of buyers. I wouldn't worry about whether they're rich or poor. Do you understand, Stacey?
Well, yeah, I guess. No.
Yeah.
I mean, how can I not worry about that?
Because if you want the money, right, it doesn't necessarily like mean that I mean, someone who buys it could give it to someone who doesn't have a lot of money. They might gift it to someone. It's sort of like when art is out of your hands, you kind of let it go, right?
I never thought of that.
And they could put it somewhere that people that don't have money see it all the time and enjoy it, maybe more than the buyer.
Correct.
So I feel like it's about you releasing that control around how you're going to accommodate the buyer. But if you focus on what you want to make, I feel like everything lines up for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Should I write all this down, or will you email all this to me?
Well, you can you can take a photo and then it's recorded, so you can look at the recording after if you want. But you're gonna like wait.
Yeah, I feel.
It's important to remember the feeling, right? So the feeling when you put your finger on the art and it was vibrating, it was buzzing, and then you felt fire and how grateful the buyers were and receptive to your art, and that caused you to get emotional. Like that is what you want to take away from this, right? And that you're clear, you as the pelican are clear at what you want. The artwork isn't a problem for you. You've been doing it for a long time. Your artwork's amazing. It's really incredible. And I know you know that. It's about you deciding that you want to make more money. And that is absolutely 100% brilliant.
Okay.
You know? I mean, I'm giving my opinion, right? But because I do know you as well. So, but anyway, I think this is really good. I think we're gonna end this here. Unless you had do you have any questions before we stop?
No, my heart is like so joyful right now, and I'm excited for the future.
Me too. I'm excited, and definitely do the show. You know, the show with the prize. Like, do that as well. Like, get your art out as much as you can, and if you win that, that would be even like a double whammy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the thing I got from this too, Stacey, is that your artwork has a life of its own.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. It does. And when you say that my art is good, I don't take credit for that because I don't feel like it's actually me doing it. You know, I try to get out of my own way and let it happen.
Yeah, and consequently, it has a life and energy of its own, and it's going to go where it needs to go. You're just going to be the recipient of the money, right?
Yeah, and you know me, I'll put that money to good use. I'm not greedy.
Oh yeah, it's your money. You do what you want. I mean, you know, like you deserve whatever you want to charge for your artwork. Yeah.
Okay. Well, living in Warner Springs, it's a little, you know, the clientele is smaller, but we're thinking about having an art walk here.
That'd be great. But like, what I'm seeing is that the buyers are so big. I mean, it could be global, Stacey. You know, the buyers are big. They're very visible.
They are. They're big. Look how big they are, and they're cuddly and fluffy and nice.
Exactly. Pink and fluffy and nice. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna close it now. I think it's really positive and very clear, and I hope that you achieve everything that you want, Stacey.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, you'll know if I do, because I'll tell you. And Tracy, I love what happened with you. I love the way that block got out of there and you got bigger. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right then. So thank you both. I really appreciate you participating. And then for all the viewers, I wanted just to say that I do have a Learn Tabletop Constellations online course coming up in June. I think June 2nd it starts. It's an 8-week course. And you can learn how to do this. And I also have a book, Learn Tabletop Constellations PDF book that comes with the class, or you can buy the book separately. It's $30. And my website is silverhorseretreat.com. And yeah, silverhorseretreat.com. And I also do sessions. So if you want a session from me, I have a sessions page on my website. And yeah, that's how you reach me at silverhorseretreat.com or on Facebook or on Instagram. And tomorrow I'm going to be live on YouTube with 2 more people to demonstrate this amazing work. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, Tracy. I'm going to end the meeting now.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Tracy.
Okay. Bye.